Hey there, Sag, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your monthly reading. This is going to be a reading for the month of October 2022, and we're going to take a look at your past, your present, and your near future energies. Also, Sag, please remember that if this reading resonates and you'd like to book a personal reading, all the information about how to do that is in the description box below. Okay. Somebody here is very determined to work on things and have a brand new beginning. 2 aces already. That's a super positive start. Aces are all about surprising, beautiful, brand new beginnings. So, the main energy for your reading this month is the Queen of Swords. You are trying to be practical and very logical and not let your emotions get the better of you. So there's definitely a situation here where emotions are running high and you have a lot of emotions for this person. They have a lot of emotions for you, but you're trying to make a decision as to what to do here. And you want to make sure that you're not letting your emotions be the one guiding you. You're like, I need to make sure that I'm practical, I'm logical, I'm strategic about what I'm going to do and not emotional here. In the recent past, you get the 8 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries. We've got Capricorn, Libra, and Taurus showing up strong here. You're showing me here in the recent past that you were very clear on the fact that you wanted to work on things. So either you communicated that to this person or they communicated it to you, right? Energies go both ways. You were very crystal clear, like, I want to make things work. I'm willing to put in the work to make things work, but I'm not doing all the work. You're going to have to meet me halfway. You're going to have to contribute your part. And there was almost an energy of like, that's a non-negotiable for me. I'm not budging on this. So if you're not meeting me halfway, if you're not meeting me 50-50, right? And you're not going to work with me to make things work, I'm not budging. Like, I'm sitting here on my throne. And if you want, you can come to me and we can work on things. But if you expect me to be the one to come to you and beg and grovel and ask you to work with me, that's not going to happen. In the current situation, you get the Devil, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. You really, really, really want a new beginning here because you're experiencing some emotional pain. I mean, let's be real, Sag. Like, you're heartbroken over the fact that you and this person, for some reason, cannot see eye to eye, which is letting me know that maybe in the recent past, this person did not meet you halfway. There's a little bit of an energy of, like, we had some difficulties. I want to move past that. I'm heartbroken. I don't want to be apart from you. But again, you're not budging. You're not moving. You're like, I'm not going to be the one to do all the work here. In the near future, you get the 6 of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Hierophant. It seems like this other person finally budges because they're meeting you halfway. Remember how we said that 50-50? You're really big on that? This person's like, okay, I get it. I'll meet you halfway. So they're coming in bringing 50%. You're coming in bringing the other 50%. Things seem to be balanced out. Divine balance seems to be restored here in the near future. And it's almost like you two are moving to a higher level of commitment, or at least that is the intention. So I'm loving the near future, but let's take a look. I'll start off by clarifying the main energy for your reading, which is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is clarified by the Page of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the Aeon, which is the Judgment. You're not happy. You're not happy with how things are going. You're pretty disappointed with the state of events between you two because, again, you want this back. You want to have a new beginning here. You want to resurrect this. But you're also showing me, like, I'm open to this, right? I'm interested in this. I'm clear on that. But I'm not going to be the one to take all the action. It makes no sense for me to come in and bring 90% when the other person's not bringing, the equal amount, the same amount. I can't be bringing 90% and you bring 10%. And that disappoints you. It makes you very unhappy because deep down, on a very deep level, you do want this back. But you're like, hey, I don't care how badly I want this back. I don't care how badly I want this connection in my life. Practically, logically, I can't be the one doing all the work here. Let's take a look at your recent past. I'm going to start off by clarifying the 8 of Pentacles for you. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords, the Six of Cups, which you get, oh, you don't get the Six of Cups, sorry, I thought it was the Six of Cups, and the King of Cups. Excuse me. You're essentially showing me you have so much love for this person. So much love. You want to heal things, and the reason it's so important for you to heal things and fix things is because you feel like this is a soul connection. You and this person, you view you two as like a divine connection, a soul connection. You're like, I want to work on things. I want to make things happen. Like, I'm not comfortable losing this connection. I'm willing to invest the energy into healing things because I have a lot of love for this person. We have so many good memories together. Like, all we need to do is both work on this. And you're really coming in. You're like, hey, I got everything ready. You just got to meet me halfway. Let's take a look at the Ace of Swords in the recent past for you. Ace of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords, the Hermit, the Ace of Wands. You've got 3 aces on the table at this point. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, and Ace of Pentacles. All you're missing is the Ace of Cups for a completely brand new beginning here. And what you're showing me is, again, I'm crystal clear on the fact that I want this. I want to rekindle this connection. I want to resurrect this connection. Like, I'm willing to deep dive all the way to heal this connection. The Hermit is all about literally taking a step back, looking at the situation, and then coming out of, hermit mode with clarity. And you're showing me, like, I want this. I'm crystal clear that I want this connection back. But then you're kind of like doubting it a little bit because you're like, well, I'm so crystal clear and this other person is just not working with me. So maybe like what I think I want is not what they want. Maybe what I see as like, yes, we can make this work, we can move past this, is not the reality of the situation. You have a little bit of a fear here that maybe what you want is not what the other person want, or that the fact that like, because you want this so badly, because you want to rekindle this connection so badly, that maybe you're kind of a little bit too attached to the outcome, and there's a little bit of doubt there of like, okay, well, maybe I can't make this happen. Maybe this won't actually happen as badly as I want it, as much as I love this person. Maybe we won't be able to get back together. Let's take a look at the Emperor for you in the recent past. Emperor is clarified by the Justice, the Hangman, and the Eight of Pentacles. You got the Eight of Pentacles in the recent past. You're very clear on the fact that you want to restore divine balance, and you get the Justice again in the near future. You want to have a conversation. You really want to see what went wrong, how you can fix this, how you can move past that. You're open to that. And you're like, hey, again, I'm willing to do the work. However, I'm not going to be the one that's literally going to bend over backwards like a pretzel trying to meet you halfway. I'm here. I'm in the middle. You want to meet me? Come meet me in the middle. You're literally forcing yourself. You're like, yeah, could I go all the way to you? Absolutely I could. Will I? No. Because logically, practically, you need to have a level of like stability and of control. And you're showing me like, I know what I want. I'm in control of my emotions. I'm not going to let my emotions for you basically run me over the edge. But I'm also not impractical. I want to work on things. Meet me halfway if you want to work on things too. And you're literally almost like, come on, just meet me, because you do have a lot of feelings for them, at least in the recent past. So let's take a look at the current situation. I'm going to clarify the temptation or the devil in the current situation. Devil is clarified by the Six of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Strength. It's hard for you. It's really hard for you because you're coming from a very good place. You feel a strong bond with them. You feel a strong connection to them. You just want to get back to a good place. However, your fears are coming up a little bit where you're like, uh-oh, I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. I don't know if they're going to meet me halfway. I don't know if we're going to be able to fix this. And now you're kind of starting to possibly even second guess your decision to not meet them all the way, to not basically put in more effort or give more. And I will say this, your energy is very stable here in the recent past. You're basically showing them, I want this to work. I want us to work out. Meet me halfway. But for some reason, I think because things aren't moving, things aren't happening here, you're kind of starting to freak out a little bit. You know, that chatter in the back of your head of like, uh-oh, maybe you should have done more. Maybe you could have done more. That's kind of making things a little difficult for you in the current situation. And your fears are kind of starting to, bubble to the surface about, uh-oh, maybe I'm not going to be able to fix things and heal things the way I want them to be. Let's take a look at the Ace of Pentacles for you in the current situation. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, which you just got, and the Queen of Swords, which you got as the main energy for your reading. Your emotions are kind of starting to get the better of you a little bit right now, right? In the recent past, you were very practical. You're like, meet me halfway. I'll meet you halfway. We can work on things. In the current situation, you're kind of starting to be like, maybe I should have done more. Maybe I made the wrong decision. Maybe I didn't give enough. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of back and forth between I should have done more. I could have given more. We could have made this work. Maybe I should have invested a little more energy. And hey, I was being practical. I was being logical. I know that I want this back, but I'm not going to bend over backwards like a pretzel. There's a little bit of like a seesaw happening in the current situation because some days your emotions are like, hey, Sag, you should have done more. Other times your brain's like, no, you did enough. You're good. Like they just didn't meet you halfway. So yeah, it seems like it's a little bit of, depending on the day, that's how you feel. Let's take a look at the Three of Swords for you in the current situation. Three of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. It seems like eventually you balance out this seesaw. And you get to this place where it's like, you know what? Yes, I'm kind of heartbroken at the fact that they did not meet me halfway, that they're not willing to work with me, right? But at least I know that I was true to myself, that I focused on myself, and I was being very practical and logical in the amount of effort, the amount of action that I was taking, right? It sucks that I couldn't get the outcome that I wanted, which is for you two to get back together and for you two to work on things. But you're also showing me I know that I gave as much as I should have given. If I had given more, I would have regretted it. And you're crystal clear on that in the current situation. It does take a little bit of seesaw energy for you to get there, but you end up kind of like landing on it, being like, okay, yeah, it sucks. It really hurts that they didn't work with me, but at least I was true to myself. Beautiful. Let's take a look at the near future. I want to clarify the Six of Pentacles for you in the near future. Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Death, and the King of Wands. You are the King of Wands. It seems like things are shifting, right? Things are shifting from a position of it ended, it's over, and they're moving into a direction of balancing out again. It's not an overnight thing though, right? This is in the near future. It's going to take some time, but it seems like the energy is moving and shifting for you. And you're not so heavily focused on the death anymore, on the ending, as much as you are on restoring balance. Now, I do see another energy here for you. So it could be that there's somebody new coming in, which helps balance everything out for you. Or it could be that this person from your past, the one that didn't want to work with you in the past, is now coming in and it's like, you know what? Okay, I'll meet you halfway. I'll give 50%, you give 50%. We can balance everything out. So we'll see. Let's take a look at the Justice in the near future. Justice is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Chariot. Somebody's coming in with an apology here. And it could be another fire sign that you're dealing with, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But this is somebody that you've got history with. This is somebody that essentially you lost. There was a break, a separation between you two. This person is coming in and they're like, look, I messed up. I'm sorry. I want to balance things out. And it's happening very, very quickly. It's almost like in the current situation, you're just like, how long is this going to take? Why is this person not meeting me halfway? What more can I do? And then the second you kind of reach the resolution of like, you know what? I gave all I could give. I can't give any more. Then this person kind of like energetically picks up on that and they're like, uh-oh, I messed up. And then they come in and they apologize. And it all happens very, very, very rapidly. But there will be a conversation here in the near future where balance is going to be restored. You're going to tell them everything that you've got in your side. They're going to tell you everything that they have on their side. And there's going to be like, through a truthful, honest conversation, this divine balance between you two is going to get restored. Let's take a look at the Hierophant for you in the near future. Hierophant is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, and the Tower. This whole thing was very devastating for you. This whole thing was very, very difficult for you, right? But just as deeply as you felt like, oh, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work, in the near future, it's literally like just as suddenly, everything just falls into place. Energies balance out. Long-term stability comes back between you and this person. Higher levels of commitment enter the picture. It literally just, everything that you've wanted, you didn't think it was going to happen, and then one day you wake up and you're just like, oh, I was working so hard to make this happen, and now it's just here. But the turning point is in the current situation. Once you realize, I can't give anymore. I'm not willing to give more than what I'm already giving. Like, again, I can meet you 100% of the way, but it doesn't make sense for me to do that. You need to meet me halfway. And once you recognize, like, okay, I've given all I can give, there's nothing else I can give here, that's when this person picks up on that energy and it's like, okay, I need to meet Sag halfway. Let's take a look at what the universe wants you to keep in mind this month, Sag. From the universe, you get the Six of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the World. Whoever walked away here is deciding that they don't want to be away anymore. The love is too strong, the connection is too strong, and this person's like, hey, I walked away, I messed up, and I kind of like, walking away taught me a lesson. I learned what I needed to learn from this, dotted my I's, crossed all my T's. I basically like taken all those lessons, I learned them, I realized I made a mistake, and now they're coming back for love. So Sag, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here on the next one.